Hello, howdy folks. Welcome back to Fate Extra. Today we will be starting around 7 day 2. Episode went on a bit long last time, so we didn't get to do the talking yet today. The assassin appears for the third time. Only in the Holy Grail War could I meet such an opponent. SE.RA.PH had told me not to worry too much about it, but still I cannot help but think on it. His life was his own. To think otherwise is nothing more than an attempt to assuage one's conscience. Regardless of his history or his purpose, he was nothing more than a cold-blooded killer. In fact, he himself insisted on being seen as such. That is all I have to say. Just remember that such a person once existed. That may be true. Just like SE.RA.PH says, Julius's life was his own. I can't take responsibility for how he led it. Exactly. I knew you'd see the wisdom in my words. Let us go. Our next fight starts now. I nod in acknowledgement of SE.RA.PH's words. Now that I think about it, I haven't told Rin about Julius. I wonder if she's around today. I think I'll go see her later. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, same SE.RA.PH conversation as yesterday. Oh, I haven't watched it myself, but I did see this one YouTuber doing a real-time Let's Play of Persona 5, I believe, because that game has a calendar system, and so they're playing through the game like one in-game day per real-life day. And then whenever there's time skips and such, I guess they just don't play for a couple months. Someone must hate me. The arena got hacked again. That is so embarrassing. Enough. I'm gonna raise the firewall so high even the Great Wall of China will be jealous. You're interested in what created the Moonsol automaton? Unfortunately, I don't think your primitive brain is capable of comprehending the truth. They were mean to me. I am running away now. And we check the corner. Since there's only technically like 3 people alive in here anymore, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anyone in the corner. There hasn't been before, so I don't think there's going to be now, but still checking. It appears that you have a strong bond with your servant. Be sure that the connection you share with your servant doesn't overwhelm your good judgment. This is the multimedia room. To think you actually made it this far. I was sure you'd die in the first round. The joyous expression on the girl's face is totally at odds with the sarcasm in her voice. However, I have to be honest with myself. Without her help, I would be dead by now. While thinking about just how much she's helped me, my true feelings inadvertently slip out. Thank you for everything. It's only because of Rin's help that I managed to make it this far. Idiot! What the hell are you talking about? I was only looking out for myself, same as you. That's it. I wasn't doing anything for you. Okay, maybe I helped you out a little. But all your victories were a result of your hard work. I had very little to do with them. Remember, the final battle still remains. Although Rin was blushing for a moment, it quickly faded as her mood turned sour again. As her mood turned serious again. She's right. The finals await. And a deadly obstacle stands between me and the Holy Grail. I will only say this once, so listen as if your life depended on what I am going to tell you. Leo and his servant are the trump card the Western plutocrats hope will get them the Holy Grail. Their strength is such that even Lantern Eye could not face them unaided. However, can't explain why, but I have a feeling that everything will turn out okay for you. It's odd for me to say such a thing. Even odder is that although you're strong, I can't say how. Remember, you're just as powerful as Leo. When the time comes to face him, do not hold back. Me? Powerful? I can't believe that Rin Tosaka of all people would say that about me. Even more surprising is that she's sincere, considering how lost and clueless I've been at times. Her words mean everything to me. For the first time, I received praise from a fellow master. But whoa, what's with that creepy smile? You look like you've just won the Holy Grail War. Now go. You should head to the arena. We no longer have time to relax. She then hits me violently in the back, a solid thud followed by incredible pain. While trying to hide my smile at her embarrassment, I turn and leave the rooftop behind me. If there's anything I can do to help, I will, even if it's only something minor. So, try not to throw your life away needlessly, alright? We'll double check library just in case. I don't think anything's gonna be here. Nope. Oh, Miss Omino. I know you're sick of hearing this by now, but be sure to grab a return pistol. You wouldn't want to run the risk of getting trapped in the arena, would you? And now, money gawkers, I'll walk into the Skumihara Academy commissary. Get not enough money for the stuff. We check the field and the archery range. Be good. We chillin'.
I've already given you the rest of healing supplies. Please come back later.
Do your best. What fountain? Hey, the finals are almost upon us. Go away, I'm walking here. Okay. So yeah, let's count this. 3 is 6, so then it would be 3 more levels to get to A+ defense. So yeah, I'll just go with this for now.
That was not quite enough. Praetor, such a pretty tithe of magic will not satisfy me.
What now? Another alteration? No, I do not. I'm flabbergasted by Saber's meek pose. Her furrowed brow makes it clear something is bothering her.
Master, why are you looking at me like that? Quickly, to the arena.
Although Saber seems to be back to normal, it's obvious that her bravado is slightly forced. If there is something bothering her, maybe I can help. Looking at her, I ask, could it be that you're hungry? No, is something troubling you? With a small gasp, Saber becomes almost immediately wide-eyed and frazzled at my question.
How dare you question my resolve? Not even the gods themselves would intimidate me. But, I mean, I don't understand these feelings. They're beyond my experience.
Saber takes a deep breath in an attempt to regain her composure and then turns to face me.
It began when I spoke to you of my past. Now, when we are alone, I feel not unwell, but odd. Without reason, my thoughts become unfocused and wander.
What could cause such an affliction? Saber's head droops, almost as if in defeat. Is what's bothering her really that serious? uh, sorry for the cough. Yes, it is. You may not know this, but I am merely a construct generated by the moon cell. Normal heroes, the situation for servants called in reality are slightly different. For us of the moon cell, there are conditions and obligations attached to our existence. Every servant created in the Seraph is required to protect the moon cell at any cost, even if it means the death of my master, but I cannot bring myself to obey this command. Saber delivers this last line in a mumble. I find her childlike embarrassment incredibly cute. Ah, just forget it. And don't say a word. This is my problem. I will deal with it on my own. I wisely decide to hold my tongue. As is often said, silence is often the curse of wisdom. Saber raises her head, a renewed passion for our struggle burning in her eyes. I am angry at myself. I fear my flaws will adversely affect your success in the coming battles. No, I will not allow my weakness affect you, Master. Please forget that I said anything. With that final line, delivered in a somewhat unsteady tone, Saber cuts off the conversation. Although she's made clear that I'm to forget it, it's not going to be that easy to. The uneasiness in herself that Saber can't identify. I want to help, but I'm not sure how. Walk over here, then we go to second floor. Then I will talk to Saber again. Then she is just saying the normal thing. Then we will save and then run to the arena. And I guess before we run, I'm going to do the long task of scrolling up on the save page. We're getting there eventually. Here, we will save here as well. And we should be good to go to the arena. First floor, and actually explore it today. This is the arena entrance. First floor. Seventh Chimeric Lunar Sea. All of the doors in the arena that were sealed opened at the same time. Julius must have somehow hacked the arena and blocked the passageways. Master, we should be able to continue exploring. We need to make up for the time we lost yesterday. It's time to take the stage, Praetor. Do well to have more on hand. We boppin'. We boppin' with nothing here. And we have not received Taiga's quest for this week yet either. I think Taiga still has a quest for week 7. Oh, it's so nice that status ailments don't last outside of battle in this game. Also, we need 111,000 experience for the next level, and that guy gave us... Wait, is that 111,000? Oh no, it's just 11,000. I saw an extra number in there. Yeah, we need 11,000, and we're only getting 300 experience from these guys. Well, let's go. Even. Break. Even. Getting all the Okay, so we'll do those doors, then we get this door with a bull. Doomsday, I believe. Yep. Let's hope that we don't die instantly. Oh, well, that's mean. Seems like they sealed attack. Is that what that is? Yep, they just sealed our attack button. Oh, well. I guess we'll do guard break, and hope that works. Because it seems like they are attacking the first turn, so we should be able to go even. Yeah. Okay, we're good. You won't get the better of us today, Doomsday. But yeah, I think those command seal status ailments that prevent you from doing certain actions only last about 1 or 2 full turns. So, in that sense, they're not bad, but on a basic premise, they're taking away 33% of your basic skill set, your basic ability to function. Also, I'm going to try guarding on the first action and see if they attack. Nope. They attacked on the second option. Oh, they got his strength down on us, so we didn't kill him in one. Well, we still got him. Then we crystal it up. And, yep, we're still going the correct way. This one's just a little shortcut. Technically, I guess it's a shortcut. I don't really know logistically if it is, though. It does have us go around this guy, so I guess that's the main thing. We're still beating him up anyway, because experience points. Let's see. Let's attack guard break, attack guard break. Let's see if it does this. Nope. I think we're about to get triple combo. Yep. Oh, well, at least we guarded against the skill there. These ones are just so bad, because if you read it wrong, you just get comboed fully. Let's do a... Actually, let's do a break. We'll do break, attack, attack. Break, attack, attack. And this should be fully healing us.
探索を続けよう。
Okay, we're good. There doesn't seem to be any enemies lurking around here, so maybe I can actually relax for a while. Is there something the matter, Master? Perhaps you have become fatigued again. I want to continue our earlier conversation. SE.RA carries a number of burdens I never thought possible. I really want to discuss things with her. Maybe there's a way for me to ease her concerns, if nothing else. Are you still thinking about that? I thought I told you to put it out of your mind. After all, the cause is... SE.RA suddenly cuts off what she was about to say and retreats into silence again. Her eyebrows slowly begin to furrow for some reason. It's almost as SE.RA's normally tempestuous mood has somehow gotten even worse. Nah, forget about it. All you should be thinking about now is how to obtain the Holy Grail, Master. There is no need for you to make my burdens your own. Rather, your inclusion will only make things worse. So please, speak no more about it. If you care at all about me, forget all that I have said before. Although the heat in SE.RA's voice was immediately apparent, there was nothing threatening in her words. The only way I can possibly respond to that as a master is to say, both these are decent. It's, do you believe me so unreliable, or share your soul with me, SE.RA? I think we'll go with the second one, because the first one seems like we're sort of making it about us. Okay. Share your soul with me, SE.RA. What? How dare you be so forward? Even one such as I would have shown a bit more restraint. Are you a puppy, or are you a wolf in sheep's clothing? Gah, I care about you a great deal either way. What exactly does she mean by that, exactly? Taking her words for what they are, it seems as if SE.RA, in her own fashion, actually likes me somewhat. I'm happy, reassured even, to know how she feels about me. I hardly see how that can be a problem, but... Idiot! That's the problem. If you were to oppose the moon cell, I would fit beside you without hesitation. But that would violate the terms under which I serve. The moon cell would not accept such a servant. More accurately, it would make an effort to eliminate the master of such a servant. Knowing the consequences, I have no idea as to how I should conduct myself in this situation. And though I know what hardships it would cause for you, just the thought of you sets my body aflame. I just couldn't come out and tell you that I have failed as your servant. SE.RA looks down in shame. Servants are required to balance their master's needs with those of the moon cell. SE.RA is apologizing for upsetting that balance. That is... Thank you, SE.RA. That's right. I'm a failure because I couldn't give a damn about the moon cell. If I were forced to choose between the Holy Grail and SE.RA, I would pick SE.RA without hesitation. As my constant companion throughout the war, she means more to me than anything or anyone. I'm not even really alive. I'm just a bit of random data, but SE.RA accepted me without question. There is only one thing of value I've received through this series of life and death battles, and that is the bond I share with SE.RA. Before her, I had nothing. For that bond, I have genuine gratitude. Your words truly surprise me, Master. A bond, huh? Yes, your words ring true. The connection that we share cannot be described with any other word but bond. SE.RA smiles in contentment and nods her head sagely. Her normal gloriously imperial expression returns as well. There is no trace of the despondency she felt earlier on her face. But before we could enjoy the moment, what in the hell is that? An ominous figure approaches us. It feels as if its only purpose is to eliminate us both. Is that... a seraph's physical form? I was curious as to how they choose to eliminate us by sending a part of themselves. That was unexpected. However, may I be brutally honest with you, Master? I immediately gave the now somewhat indignant Saber permission to speak what was on her mind. I didn't mind because I knew that her opinion would be exactly the same as mine, word for word. This is hardly worth worrying about. That they thought this thing capable of quenching my passion is an insult. I will send anyone brazen enough to attempt to throw my love into the fire crucible of the sun itself. Are you ready for battle, Master? Let us show the Moon Cell the true extent of our power. Seraph. 9,999 health. Full set of the thrice setting sun. Oh yeah, so we have 2 boss battles in a row, one yesterday and one today. And you know what? I'm gonna be fancy and set up both a Font of the Saint and Font of Kronos. Then, let's see, I can use 4 more recovers. So instead I'll crystal, then I'll attack, guard. Guard, break, attack, guard, break, attack. Okay. I'm picking up what it's putting down. This seems simple enough. Break, guard, attack, break, guard, attack. Is it gonna do this? Or is it gonna schmix us? Oh no. It's doing guard, break, guard, break, guard. Okay, so how about we Veil of Petals, and we break. Then we guard against their skill. Then we let's say we guard, attack. And we'll still revive just in case. Just in case we mess up so much that we need to revive. Ace. Ooh, that's not great. So we will recover, then Theater of the Deranged, and Blossom of the Court, break, attack, Blossom of the Court. And this should also get rid of that sacrifice status ailment that they inflicted us with, where it seems like it would absorb part of our health every turn. Theater of the Deranged. Estus Domus Aurea. And almost as if it was never there, the program sent to kill us vanishes. A bond that we share. Even if it's against the rules, I will not allow it to be destroyed. I can feel the power surge within me. It was inconceivable that something so uncouth tried to chastise me. Saber thrusts out her chest proudly, looking more beautiful and steadfast than ever before. Unfortunately, her arrogance seems to have increased 100-fold as well. Let us get moving, Master. We do not have the time to linger here any longer. She's right. Even as we speak, Leo may have already taken possession of the Holy Grail. What we faced just now was only one of many obstacles. We haven't even gone beyond the first floor yet. But one thing I can say for certain, what I now have with Saber is more precious to me than any treasure. It is my duty to wield the sword. You are to stay behind me. Probably should have thrown a healing item in here, but let's see if I needed it. Oh, guarded 3 times. At least those ones give decent experience at 500 apiece. Also, I do like this track playing in the background. Trigger obtained. Trigger code new. There is no worse feeling than regret, but the dead cannot stop the living, so we were able to get the trigger. Do you plan on continuing your exploration of the arena? Be sure to not let your guard down, Master. There's one less thing to worry about. But I'm unsure, but it seems like these Croco Gators don't inflict paralysis like the ones from the previous floor did, or the previous arena did. And there we go, knocked it out. How truly pathetic. I demand further entertainment. Obtained elixir. Treasure will always be a delight, regardless of the day and age. Okay. Well, I guess I will go and get a level and be back in a moment for you guys. See you in a minute. And we're back. Just got our level. Level 37. 2,496 HP, 323 MP, 3 skill points. We have gained a level, but we'll need to put forth greater effort. I also equipped the enhancement spike in order to gain a speed boost. We are fast. Oh, and I also found out that these guys, the Sodom's Gate, do inflict paralysis. They just seem to do it less frequently than the earlier ones. I'm mostly fine with frickin' the enemies using skills and those skills inflicting status ailments. Well, it's really annoying when their normal attacks inflict status ailments. Re-equip the Exodus Blade. At least if it was just like poison or something, it'd be mostly fine, because then I could just heal it at the start of the next turn. But paralysis could just cause you to just instantly lose if you're unlucky, because you could just get paralyzed on the first action, and then get hit 5 times in a row, and die. But anyways, we're leaving. Sleepy Saber. Yay! Today's results. Triggers, first floor obtained. Arena completion, first floor 100%. Treasures, first floor 100%. No new enemy info. Save our progress. Round 7, day 3. I suddenly realized that I haven't seen Leo once since day 1. The only remaining masters in the school are me, Leo, and Rin. At least I have 2 people to talk to. I just wish one of them wanted to have a conversation right now. We could talk about... Oh, that's right. I've never asked Rin what she'd wish for with the Holy Grail. The second cipher key has been generated on the 2nd floor. My terminal chimes, informing me of a challenge. The last challenge. By meeting it, the door to the last elimination battle will open. While I'm immersed in thought, the classroom door slides open and Kodamine appears. It seems you've been alerted to the next challenge. I'm delighted that my work is almost done. Your opponent has received his notification as well. You'd do well not to back down now. I don't need Kodamine to warn me that the search for the final cipher keys won't be easy. I run the risk of crossing swords with Leo on the 2nd level too. Then I won't see you again until the day of the elimination battle. Good luck. His chuckle sort of undermines the whole meaning of good luck. He leaves the classroom. The last challenge. There are 4 days left until the day of the elimination battle, and my uncertain fate awaits me there. I should do whatever I can so that I have no regrets. Saber, saber, saber. The room is pregnant with solemn anticipation of the final battle. Saber occasionally glances out the window. That's right. This is the last calm before the storm, and the last time we can talk together. In that case, I want to know more about the life that led to her becoming a legendary soul. I see. You wish to ask what sort of person I was, Master. Yes, I promise to tell you. It is a long story, so bear with me. Don't be so stiff. Never fear. The tale of my sordid life will not bore you. Saber gives a small smile and launches into her story. This is the story of the birth and death of the infamous Emperor Nero. She was born at daybreak. She was the end of the family line, but as the child of a weak father whom no one supported, she was not to seek the throne. The first turning point of her life was with her mother's debauchery. Nero's twice widowed mother married the emperor, her uncle, in order to make her child the next emperor. In an extreme measure, she murdered the 4th Roman emperor, Claudius, and Nero ascended to the throne. Nero had no love lost for her family members, who resented Nero's illegitimate birthright. Put more accurately, she loved the nameless citizens more than her famous noble relatives. Nero decided to take issue with the depraved government and the privileged Senate. History records she was a tyrant who led Rome to decay, and she was, but it neglects to list her reforms. After claiming the throne, Nero gave out money to all citizens in celebration. She then abolished all indirect taxes. When the Senate attempted to thank her, she refused, telling them they could do so when she had earned it. What terrible irony it is that her humility would be overshadowed. The path to her reforms was rife with thorns. Conflicts with the Senate erupted over the unification of the Roman Empire's troublesome provinces. On top of that, her conflicts with her mother Agrippina became more pronounced. Nero's mother, Agrippina, only saw her as a tool to become the mother of the emperor. She was trapped by endless dithering with the Senate and a mother who made policies in self-interest. I do not know what sort of fissures emerged in her spirit as a result of those pressures. However, as a result, she resolved to assassinate her predatory mother before dealing with the Senate. But the assassination failed, and the only thing she could do was cut her mother down publicly. This woman tried to poison me. Even though she was my mother, she had to die for opposing the emperor. It was 59 AD, the year Nero's reputation as a tyrant was cemented. It was about that time that I became afflicted with headaches. I suffered chronic hysteria from constantly using a silver cup, but it was not as bad as they say. I had been poisoned as a child, so as not to defy my mother. I was given the antidote in tandem. My mother took the antidote with her to the grave, and so I lapsed into a fevered delirium. Saber speaks indifferently about a childhood filled with poison and lies, and her struggles as emperor. Then, Nero's life took an even sharper turn. Nero's wife, Octavia, a woman whom her mother had pressured her into marrying, committed suicide. She murdered her younger stepbrother in order to secure her influence, and then she drove her sole mentor, the philosopher Seneca, to suicide. Thanks to her own selfish actions, Nero had become a monster to her relatives, while she boasted of popularity with the masses. Seneca's suicide affected me deeply. Never having had a real father, he was, well, you know. He was a fatherly sort of man in general. Over and over I told him I would forgive him. However, he ended his life in my house, disbelieving my words. I'm guessing on what Seneca thought. Historical fact would be more accurate. Next came the Great Fire of Rome. You should know the story already, Master, so I will omit it. Then I suppose all that remains should be my last moments. A rebellion had risen in Gallia. I had ignored it. Even now I don't know what I was thinking. Perhaps I still trusted Vindex, who incited the rebellion. More likely I was in despair, and wished for everything to go away. Vindex would remain opposed to me, and 2 years later he incited another rebellion. The Senate drove me off the throne, and called me a traitor. I had devoted myself to the people. They liked my policies after all. Trusting them was my greatest error. I thought that the people would not consent to my abdication. However, they said nothing. Nothing. There was no uproar, and then... she fled and committed suicide. The various rumors surrounding Nero's end hold one thread in common. Accidentally pressed the skip button. The various rumors surrounding Nero's end hold one thread in common. She was stubborn. Though she knew escape was futile and had decided to commit suicide, Nero hesitated numerous times. I cannot kill myself. I do not want to die. I have done nothing wrong. Over and over she muttered that. Finally, after much hesitation, she declared she could run no more, cut down her own life. There is more to the story. After Nero's suicide, a soldier delicately wrapped a cloak around Nero's body. Too late. This is fidelity, Nero said. Those were her last words. I wonder what her last thoughts were, taking her life in a villa outside of Rome. Did she grieve her own setting sun? Did she despise the rebellions? Or did she curse the Roman people for abandoning her after she had devoted so much to them? No, I never blamed them. It was sad, but my downfall was not their fault, and I do not resent them. It was my greatest error to love them in a way that they could not understand. Love? So, She did love her people, but what couldn't they understand? Yes, it seems my love took a different form than theirs. My heart glowed with love greater than that of my people. My love was selfish. When I gave it, I expected something in return. Something beautiful. When I loved, I wished to be responded to with the flame of entire souls. But the love the masses embraced was something much more tender. I did not see that. No, I recognized it. But then what they called love was foreign and incomprehensible. It seems their value systems were different. That's why Nero was chased from the seat of his empire. Knowing her, I at least have a vague understanding how her love and the people's love differed. Her love burnt out offering and devoting everything. Her love burnt out. Space, offering and devoting everything. Her passion burned brightly, without regard to permanence. Nero loved her citizens as she thought was right. But the love her citizens proffered was different, and the difference invited Nero's fall. When one does not express love in a way that can be understood, one will not receive love in return. I regret that I could not share in the love that the masses embraced so naturally. Saber gazes out the window, a faraway look in her eyes. Perhaps she was thinking of the red sky and setting sun she saw in her last moments. If she couldn't share their love, then she must have been alone. While this woman could love more than any other person, she could not experience the joy of being loved. Her lavish expressions of love were not enough to satisfy her people. In the end, unloved, she tried to push the dagger into her own throat again and again. No, stop talking about that. It was shameful to me to be unable to bring myself to death. But death is frightening. It hurts. It will have it happen again, and you should not suffer it. I sense a lie. I don't think pure fear of death dictated this woman's hesitations. She struggled because she didn't want to die, didn't think she had done any wrong, but really, she didn't want to disappear because I have to love the way they do. That was it. She couldn't bear the thought of dying without anyone loving her. I shake my head to cast off the dizziness. It was like I had been drawn into the events themselves with the bond of the contract. That is my story. As you can see, I lived an extraordinary life, so do not pity me. What a good life it was, perhaps better for the deviations. My soul burned brightly, if nothing else. Fond reminiscence plays across her features. She has made some peace with a life filled with betrayal, suffering, conflict, and misunderstandings. If I were a knight, I would genuflect and kiss her hand. All that stuff about magic circuits and sword techniques aside, this woman is a truly legendary soul. It's impossible not to deeply admire such a person for making peace with a soiled life. Why are you nodding to yourself? Have you stumbled upon some manner of worthwhile thought? Of course. All this time I've been protected by her strength, but one day I wish to become her equal. I want that more than anything, and so I finally found it. I shouldn't ask this of the Holy Grail. It's too wasteful to ask this of the Holy Grail. It's so boring, and yet so me at the same time. Matrix. Level E. Ally Servant info obtained. Let's save after that. Lots of cutscenes. Saber. Royal Prerogative EX. In response to the demands of a master, skills that would otherwise be impossible to perform can be used for a short period of time. Some of the skills that can be acquired through this ability include those related to riding, weapons mastery, fine arts, military strategy, and diplomacy. Should an A rank be achieved, more esoteric skills become attainable. Oh yeah, so this game, Fate Extra CCC, actually has two different sequels. I mean, this game, Fate Extra, has two sequels. One of which is Fate Extra CCC, which is a video game, and it plays in a very similar style to this one. And the other is the anime Fate Extra Last Encore, which I believe is available on Netflix and possibly some other platforms, but I'm not fully sure. You guys can find it places. But yes, and both of them are separate sequels in that they are take place in different timelines after the game ended. They have different branching stories between the two of them. So you can watch the show, or you can play the second game, or like me, you can do both and experience the full Extraverse. And then also there's Fate Extella and Fate Extella Link, which are part of the game chronology still, after Extra CCC. But okay, back to talking with people. Yeah. It would seem the Harway family pretty much controls the Earth. According to Mooncell records, they've actually been an economic powerhouse since ancient times. The final elimination battle. Your opponent is the Harway Prince? I suppose that was inevitable. Corner, 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 corner. When I arrived on the roof, I'm surprised to see that Rin isn't in her usual spot. How's it going, Hakuno? Why don't you come up here? Okay. A voice comes from overhead. It's Rin Tosaka, looking at the sky from the top of the entryway. Accepting her invitation, I go to the indicated spot where Rin plops down beside me. Come to think of it, I don't think I ever told you the reason I entered the Holy Grail War. From out of the blue, she starts into a fairly serious topic. As Data, you have no idea about life outside of the war, so let me tell you some of the basics. For the past 20 years, the world has been in stasis. Things have neither gotten better or worse. I agree with Leo about one thing. Change ignites conflict, so maybe stasis isn't such a bad thing. That's what I thought at first. Then I realized just how joyless life has become for everyone. For most people, simple joy is something trivial that's easily overlooked or even dismissed. However, for Rin, the lack of joy or even simple happiness was enough to spur her into action. It seems that in reality, the world is being warped for some unknown reason. Without change, there will be no chance for things to improve no matter how much time passes. The only thing that can happen in such a world is that people stop living and merely exist. That is why I oppose the Harways and everything they stand for. My goal was to overthrow those who have traded progress. For stability and give humanity a real future. I fought alongside others for many years, but our foe's power was too much to overcome. But the Holy Grail contains enough power to topple the mightiest of foes, That's why I'm here. After her last statement, she takes a deep breath. She then turns and looks at me with an anxious, almost worried expression on her face. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not asking you to use the Holy Grail to make my wish come true. After all, only the winning master has the right to make a wish, not a dropout like me. But I just wanted you to know why I entered and how I felt. That I'm basically just a rash and impetuous person who would choose chaos over complacency. That's all I wanted to say to you. Sorry about making you sit here and listen for so long. With that, she cuts off any further conversation and stares up at the fabricated sky. Right now, all I can do is gaze at her profile. But I wonder why so much of her speech was in the past tense. I can see resignation cloud her expression as she continues to look up into the sky. She has entrusted a great many secrets to me right now. Only the master who claims the Holy Grail can leave the Seraph, for when the days before the final battle will be heard. Don't look so down. Don't underestimate me. I've been probing the Seraph every day. Don't worry, I'll find a loophole. Now stop thinking about me and start focusing on Leo. Her sudden smile was enough to lighten my mood and make all of my angst go away. I doubt there's anything under the sun that would be a match for this girl. Of all the people I've known throughout all this, she's definitely the most important to me. Who's Saber? I've never even met that person named Saber before. You're now an associate of mine, or dare I say, partner? You actually mean something to me. So if there's something you need to get off your chest, don't be shy and share it with me. I can't promise I'll be able to do anything, but at the very least I can listen to your concerns. Well, I think I accidentally gave it a Saber voice there. Oh no, she and Saber are becoming the same person. They're fusing. Taiga. Akano can listen to your favorite teacher's absolute final request. If it's the last one, sure. I know I've been making you work really hard, but this is the final one, honest. I have a feeling that somewhere in the arena is an object that grants wishes. If you go and get it for me, I promise I will leave you alone. Really, no more requests, ever. You can find it today only on the arena's second floor. Could you please go get it for me now? Hello, Mr. Celestial Blade, Scapegoat Charm, with silver ink which will allow you to use codecast that can greatly improve your service abilities. They're far more powerful than any of the hardware sold here. Be sure to equip one post haste. Now money conquers all. You know what? We'll buy it. A Celestial Blade. Because, yeah, it seems like these higher level enemies, well, more specifically these higher level bosses, seem to be immune to stun, or at least highly resist it. So my Exorcist Blade is sadly becoming less useful. Yeah, let's go say hi to our favorite Sakura Mario. I'm already giving you all the healing supplies that is around. Please go away. I don't like you anymore. You will keep talking to me every day. Go away. The finals are almost upon us. Boy, I'm Australian again now. Wanna do an observation? Up in that defense. Well, and I think once we reach A+ defense, we might start up in strength again. Because, yeah, we definitely do not need magic and luck. We don't need those at all. Agility is a maybe. But yeah, I'm thinking just dump it into strength to be able to knock out these final bosses as quick as possible. Let's see. Save just in case it sends me to the arena. We're almost done with cutscenes today. Almost. I know it's so long. The younger Harway stands in the hallway, a red-clad prince waiting to grant me an audience. It's Leo. It's okay. I didn't bring Gawain with me. I have something I wish to speak to you about. Leo's words are disarming. It's true, Gawain, who is usually by his side, is nowhere to be seen. When you fought my brother, I did not expect you to escape digital death. You bested him, though. And it is a credit to my brother that you have held out until the very end. Thank you for that. You have my gratitude. It's hard to tell if he's agitated about his brother's death since he's thanking me. Could any normal person be so calm in this situation? It gives me the creeps to listen. My brother was weak. That's why he was selfish and defensive. Well, he said he believed me. He really just believed his childhood promise to his mother. But he must have been happier that way. If Leo's mother was the woman who Julius mentioned at the end, and the one who wished Leo well, then he must have been happy when he died. Remembering that face and that voice, at least I think so. Anyway, you did well by my brother. I know he would want to thank you, and... Hold your tongue, Leo. There is no need to converse with your enemy at this point. I told you not to manifest, Gawain. ... Goodbye, peasant. I apologize for his behavior. He holds no malice, so please try to forgive him. Castigated by Leo, Gawain frowns and disappears. Not missing a beat, Leo continues. In any case, our battle commences in just 4 days. I look forward to the unparalleled battle ahead of us, Nakano. He speaks with sportsmanship, but I can tell he doesn't think that he will lose. I'm still curious about one thing. Why is Leo participating in the Holy Grail War? The reason I want the Holy Grail. For world peace, of course. The Holy Grail will be effective in strengthening the Harway rule. Harway's management system is what keeps the world stable. The real world, that is. Neither strife nor poverty exist within its limited domain. Expanding the boundaries of that domain is top priority. Maybe some people will feel a bit stifled by the system, but it's for the greater good of humanity. We want the world to understand that. I don't think Leo is lying. He truly believes he's performing a great service for humanity. He's self-righteous, but looking at his face, I am jealous of his self-confidence. It's better to forget doubts like he has. Well, that should finally be it for today. 3 big ol' convos, plus frickin' boss fights and more convos, and we're frickin' saving the game and all that jazz. Speak with Saber, how are you doing? She's talking about normal stuff. I will see you all next time. And I hope you survived this long to the end of the video. Good golly gosh, we should have a normal length one tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye bye.